सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुविष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। हरि ओम। हनुमान चालीसा। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुरु सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु चोदायक फलचारी। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। Well, in this session we will be looking into the Chaupais from 31, Chaupai 31. Chaupai 30 we read about साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। Hanuman was Rama Dulare. Rama Dulare means he was a darling to Rama. There are very few devotees who are hugged by their gods or Aradhya Devata. Hanuman here was so darling to Rama that Hanuman was hugged by Sri Rama so many times. Once it so happens, when they all come in search of Sita, Hanuman goes to Sri Lanka, that is Lanka, then comes back and tells Rama, I found Sita. He never says I, because Rama might think if I say I, he doesn't know whether I have found Sita or I have not found Sita. So he must not think in that way. So first he will say, I found. He won't say I, found. Found Sita I. Found Sita I. That means he was so eager to tell Rama that he has found Sita, and he did not want that little second also to be delayed. If he would have told that I, then Rama would have thought I found Sita or did not find Sita, so that doubt would be there. So what he does is he doesn't want his Prabhu to just think of anything in that 1 second. So he says, found. I found her, I found Sita, I. So that is how he says. And when he says that I have found Sita, Rama feels very happy and gives him a hug. Second time, Lakshmana had fallen unconscious in the Rama-Ravana war, and at that time he brings Sanjeevani Parvata and he is treated, and Lakshman comes back to his life consciousness again. At that time, Rama is so overwhelmed that Hanuman, you did such a great job by bringing the Sanjeevani Parvata, and you are like my brother, he says, and he hugs him then. And then so many times he hugs, but quite few times it is very much remembered. And once it so happens that Hanuman puts sindura all over his body and comes in front of Rama. And Sri Rama asks, what has happened to you? Why have you put all this sindura on your body? See, I saw Sita Mata putting sindura. She puts only this much here. And when I asked her, she told, because Rama likes this, I put the sindura here. So when Sita Ma puts only this much on her forehead, and you like her so much, I thought you would like me more when I put sindoor all over my body, and so I smeared my body with sindoor. Sri Ram feels so touched and he just hugs Hanuman. In that way, he is a Ramadulare. He is darling to Ram. It is said that we might love the Lord so much, but we don't know how much Lord loves us. Once in the Ayodhya, a person comes out from Sri Ram's palace and he will be dancing with joy. And Hanuman asks what happened. Then that devotee will say, see, there is a book where they have written the names of all the devotees who like Rama very much. In that book, my name is there. It was Narad Maharshi who comes and he says, you know, Hanuman, my name is there in that book where the names are listed, how much we love Bhagavan. So Hanuman is curious about that. He goes and looks at that book and sees that his name is not there in that book. He loves Sri Rama so much and he is serving him so much, but his name is not there in that book. He comes out with a sad face. The whole day will be sad. He'll be serving Rama with the prasad and Sri Rama will look at Hanuman. What is wrong? You're so sad. Hanuman says, no, it's okay. In the evening when he sees him, when he's going to give prasad, he says, what's happened, Ram? What has happened, Hanuman? Why are you so sad? Then Hanuman says, see, there is a book there in your room where you have listed all the names of the devotees who love you so much. In that, my name is not there. Rama smiles at him and says, there is one more book kept next to that book. In that book, I have listed all the names whom I like. That means Bhagavan likes bhaktas. Did you see that book? Oh, I didn't know. Is there one such book? Then I'll go and see there. He goes inside, opens that book and sees his name will be at the top. So that shows that how much Sri Rama loved Rama. That's how. Sadhu Santike Tumurakuware Asurani Kandana Ramadulare. You are a darling to Rama. Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Data Asaparatina Janaki Mata. Hanuman could give Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhi. He had Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhi. See, there are so many people who have this Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhi, but not all will be able to give that. But Hanuman was capable of giving Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhis to his devotees because Sita Mata had blessed him. What are these Ashtasiddhis and Navanidhis? Ashtasiddhis are like, Anima, that is, he can become very small. Mahima, his greatness, he can think big. Lagima, he can become very light. Garima, he can become very heavy. Prapti, that means he can gain anything. He can aim at fulfillment. Prakaramya, and he is desireless. Ashitva, he can be motivated and lead. He can influence anything and everything. Vashitva, and he can become a lord. He can conquer anything and he can self-discipline. So these are the Ashtasiddhis. Navanidhis are these nidhis in the Kubera's treasury. They are Mahapadma, Padma, Shanka, Makara, Kachapa, Mukunda, Kunda, Neela and Kalva. These are the Navanidhis. He had all that and he could give that to anyone. But there is one more thought where gurus speak about these Ashtasiddhi and Navanidhi. When you go to Bhagavan and say, see, I have so much bala, he says, I am the creator of that. I know. If you say, I have so much of wealth, he says, I am Lakshmipati. If you go and tell him that I have so many followers on Instagram, Facebook, then he will say, I am Triloka Nayaka. All the three lokas know me. So in no way we can go and tell these things to Bhagavan. But when you go and tell Bhagavan that I have bhakti, I have lot of bhakti for you, Bhagavan, he will just accept that. So this bhakti is the nidhi which Hanuman can give it to us, and that is the real nidhi which we all have to have. Even in Tulsi Ramayana, Goswami Tulsidas speaks about Navavida Bhakti, Navada Bhakti. So how those bhakti, that love towards Bhagavan can be expressed. See, the love towards the higher is called as bhakti. And the love towards someone who is of my caliber or of my existence or lower than me, we call it as love. Like I love my dog, I love my children, I love my husband, I love my wife. This is love. But when you say God, it is bhakti. It is full of reverence and love. So in this Navavida Bhakti, it is buddhi, bala, dhairya, yasha, abhaya, arogya, ajarya, all those things he can give. And also in this bhakti we speak about this Navavida Bhakti is Shravanam, listen to God's songs, Kirtanam, sing Bhagavan's name, Smaranam, always think about Bhagavan, Sevanam, do seva for him, Archanam, you do Archana to God, Vandanam, you just pray him, Dasyam, you are his Dasa, Dasanudasa, you do everything according to him, Sakyam, you are his friend, he is your friend, and Atma Nivedanam is some complete surrender to Bhagavan. So these are the nidhis that we can really have, and these are the nidhis which Bhagavan can give it to us, which Hanuman can give it to us. So here, Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi ke data Asakar Dina Janaki Mata. So Sita Mata had blessed him to give all the Ashta Siddhi and Navanidhi. There is one more pastime of Vishwamitra and Vasishtha. See, even they had the siddhis, but they could not give. Once one Raghuvamshi wanted to go to Swarga with the body. So Shariri, he wanted to go to the Swarga. At that time, he goes to Vasishtha and asks, I want to go to heaven. Vasishtha says, with this body, you can't go there. It's impossible. So he goes to Vishwamitra and asks, Vishwamitra, Prabhu, please send me to heaven. I want to go with this body. Sir Shariri, I want to go. Vishwamitra says that is impossible. I know. Even Vasishtha said the same thing, and even you are not able to send, he said. Now the ego of Vishwamitra ji is kindled. He says, did he say like that? Then come on, I will send you to heaven. So he prepares the Yagna Kunda. He does all the Yagna with that Arpana, that spoon which they will be offering the ghee. He'll keep that king Raghuvamshi on that, and he will throw him to the heaven. He comes and falls in the heaven, and there Indra sees him. Who is this man with this body coming here? He just kicks him down. You cannot come with your body, with this body in this life, you can't come to heaven. He kicks him back. Vishwamitra, what an insult to me. How can this one be kicked? With all the siddhis I have, sent him there. Then he again throws him there. From there Indra kicks, and from here Vishwamitra is throwing him to the heaven. So from there Indra is kicking, and here Vishwamitra is again throwing him up. At this time that Raghuvamshi says, Bhagavan, I don't want to go to heaven. And okay, just stop this. I don't want to go to heaven. I'll be here. So please stop me throwing from here and there, from here and there. I am tired. Then Vishwamitra says, see, come to me and with all my siddhis, I will create a heaven for you. And he creates a heaven in between. That is called as Trishanku Shvarga. His name will be Trishanku, and it is learned that he still lives in that Trishanku Shvarga. So like this, they had siddhis, but they could not give it to others. But Hanuman can give. Hanuman was capable of giving the Ashtasiddhi and also Navanidhi. And next chaupai. राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा. Ram Rasayana Tumare Pasa. You have that ambrosia of Sri Rama. Your tongue always sings the name of Rama and enjoys that sweetness. See, unless the taste is developed to sing Bhagavan's name, we cannot enjoy that. But Hanuman had already enjoyed that. So he would always sing Sri Ram's name. That ambrosia, that sweetness, that payasam is there in you. Sadaraho Raghupati Ke Dasa, and you're always serving Sri Rama, the king of Raghu dynasty. You're always serving Sri Rama. तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे. तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे. One can reach Rama chanting your name and become free from sufferings of many lives. Yes. When one can reach Rama by chanting Hanuman's name. See the beauty of it. You are not chanting Ramanama to reach Rama. You can chant Hanuman's name and reach Rama. That is the beauty of Hanuman and Sri Rama's relation. Because whatever you chant to Hanuman, whatever you give it to Hanuman, he offers it to Lord Sri Rama only. And he will make you free from all sufferings. See, God protects us in so many ways. In a very mysterious way, he supports us. When I pray and I ask for something, if he gives immediately, that means he is increasing the faith in me, Shraddha in me towards the prayers towards Bhagavan. If I'm praying for some time, and after some time he is giving me what I asked, that means he is testing me, testing my patience. He wants to increase my patience. He wants to increase patience in me. I am praying for a long time and he never gives me what I ask. That means I don't deserve that, or that is dangerous for me. It is not good for me. That is why Bhagavan is not giving me that. We think so many things like, I asked so many things, and why did God think that it would be dangerous to me? No. It is he who knows, because mother knows what she should give to child. Child may sit and cry, I want the knife on the table. It doesn't know that it is a knife, but mother doesn't give that. The child may ask the sweet on the table, 1 sweet, 2 sweet, 3 sweet, 4 sweet, 10 sweet, she gives. And then the 11th one, when the child asks, she says, no, it's not good for you, it's not good for your health. Just like that, Bhagavan, if he doesn't give what I ask, that means I don't deserve it, or I don't need it, or that is not good for me. So he protects us by giving or not giving, or by delayed giving. So we should always remember the word protect. This protect is P means personally he may come and protect me. Like, Bhagavan Krishna lifted the Govardhana Parvata and protected all the gopis and gopikas there. He personally did that. PR. R means representative. He may send somebody to protect you. Like he sent Sanjaya to protect the Pandavas or give them a hint about the Lakshagraha. He may send a representative. O is omnipresence in his Avyakta Swarupa, without coming to any avatara or just showing himself, he can help anybody. Just like he helped Draupadi during the Vastraparana. Omnipresent. P-R-O. C is combination. He can combine all these things and come help you in any way. E is he can empower us. Like, Hanuman was selected to fly to Lanka. Then he says, no, will I be able to go? Then Jambavanta says, yes, you are so powerful, you can fly to Lanka and come back. You are the most powerful person. Like that. He empowered him. He had that power, making him know about his power, he empowered him. Like that, God also powers us in certain situations so that we ourselves can solve the problem. P-R-O-C-E-C-T. P-R-O-T. T is again time. Time will solve. He takes time to tell everything. He takes time to see that he gives what we want. And another T is for teachings. See, just like he taught Arjuna in the warfield, in the Bhagavad Gita. So by teaching also he can help us. By teaching also, by his teachings he can protect us. So P-R-O-T-E-C-T. P personally. R sending his representative. O omnipresent. T by his teachings. E by empowering us. C by the combination of any of these things. And T lastly is time. That is how God protects us, and we have to continue our prayers always. What happens if we don't pray? It is like, if you don't ask for something, or if you don't pray, you will be given, but you don't know when you will be given. That surrender is to the highest level. When you surrender, he takes care of you. But initially, when we have not grown to that surrender level, we have to pray him for whatever we want, and he decides what to give it to us, what not to give. So our prayers are always answered by giving, by not giving, or by delayed giving. So here, janam janam ke dukh bisrave. For lifetime, several lives, this suffering is removed if we chant the Lord's name. अंतकाल रघुपर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई. अंतकाल रघुपर पुर जाई. That means at the end, if we keep chanting Lord's name, at the end we will reach the abode of Sri Rama. After death, he enters the eternal abode of Sri Rama and remains a devotee of him. Whenever taking a new birth on earth, he will go to Vaikuntha. There he will live whatever life he has to live, and then when he comes back to the earth, again he will be born as a devotee of Rama. See, Hanuman was always telling everyone to chant the name of the Lord Sri Rama. And he always felt that when somebody tells Ramanama, they will go to Rama's abode. So when he was killing all the demons in the Rama-Ravana Yuddha, he would take one demon, just turn over like this and throw. Take one human, throw, do like this and throw. When he was just twisting them around, he would say, Rama, 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 and throw. Take one more demon, Rama, 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 and throw. he always felt that let them hear Ramanama at least now, so that in the next birth they will become Sri Rama's devotees. He was so kind to all those demons also, because Sita Mata had taught him to be good to people who are bad also. So that is how Hanuman would say Sri Rama's name and through. And it was his habit that he would chant Rama's name always, knowingly or unknowingly. In his tongue, this Rama Nama would always dance. अंतकाल रघुपरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से ही सर्व सुख करई. Whether other gods bow to you or not, Hanuman, but one who serves you, O Hanuman, enjoys all the pleasure. We don't know whether other gods just think of you or not, but one who thinks of Hanuman, they enjoys all the pleasures. संकट कटई मिटाई सब पीरा, जो सुमिरई हनुमत बलबीरा. Hanuman, Almighty God, removes all the problems and pains of those who involve him. Whoever has problems or pains, he just removes. There is a simple pastime of Puri Jagannath. That is the only temple in the world built for brothers and sisters. We have Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra. So, Jagannath is Vishnu avatar only, and Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra are installed there in that Puri Jagannath temple, and the priest who comes to offer puja would offer puja, and once he prays Jagannath on every full moon day, this and new moon day, this sagar, this sea just comes inside the temple, and I am not able to do puja for you. What to do? Jagannath says, no, I can't do anything, because this Samudra Raja is my father-in-law. During Samudra Mantana, Lakshmi came out of Samudra, and Lakshmi's father is father-in-law for Krishna Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan. So he says, no, he's my father-in-law, I can't ask him, you don't come here. And he is coming to take my darshan every full moon day on Purnima day. So then he asks Hanuman, just go and stand near the sea and see that the Samudra Raja does not enter the altar, that is, enter the temple during the new full moon day. So Hanuman is standing there. One full moon day was fine, second full moon day was fine, and third full moon day Hanuman is not there. Then Jagannath calls him and asks him, what happened, where did you go? He said, the food here is not so good, so I went to Ayodhya to have my food. So morning, afternoon and in breakfast, lunch, dinner, he is going to Ayodhya and coming back. Then who will take care of this? So they tie Hanuman with the bedi, and he says, you are not going anywhere, you better stay here and watch the sea. So now he is tied with the bedi. That is why a bedi Hanuman is there. Even if you go to Jagannath Puri Jagannath, you can see bedi Hanuman there. He is standing there and stopping the sea coming into the temple. And now, but Sagar, this Samudra Raja, he is the father-in-law. So he has to give darshan. That is why once in a way, this Jagannath, he is taken to the seashore, given a bath and brought back. There is a festival which is celebrated there like that. And at that time, Samudra Raj takes the darshan of Jagannath. Such sweet pastime it is. Now the Samudra Raj sea is actually stopped coming inside the temple, but Balabhadra says there is a lot of noise. What to do? Then Hanuman is again called and said, Hanuman, you have to stop the noise also coming inside the temple. And Hanuman takes all the noise of the sea into his ears, and his ears become deaf. That's why he's called as Kanfod Hanuman. And there is a Hanuman statue in around the temple there in Puri Jagannath even today, and he is Kanfod Hanuman. So everybody says that Hanuman you don't ask anything because he can't hear you. How beautiful pastimes. See, the deities would talk to the priests there, and the priests would talk to the deities, and they would ask their problems to be solved, and this is how the problems would be solved. And Hanuman is so great that he solves the problems and pains of anybody, like he did for Jagannath. संकट कटाई मिटाई सब पीरा, जो सो मिराई हनुमत बलवीरा. Even today, if you go to Puri Jagannath, you can see the Bedi Hanuman and also the Kanfod Hanuman. Such is the pastime of Jagannath ji. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई. Jai Jai Jai. Why 3 times Jai? Because he is popular, he is well known in all the 3 worlds. So it is Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai. Why Gosai? Because he is the Guru who removes the ignorance. Kripa karaho Gurudev ki nai. O Lord Hanuman, be as compassionate to me as a beloved teacher. As a Guru, be compassionate to me. Lead me, guide me to the right thing in the world and protect me. जो सत पार पाठ करे कोई, छूटहि बंदिसु महासुख होई. जो सत, this Hanuman Chalisa written by Goswami Tulsidas ji is in Awadhi Bhasha. And this Awadhi Bhasha, Satbar, when they say, many of them say it is 100 times and some of them say it is 7 times. So it is Shata or Sata, both are fine. Even today in North India and all, we have people chanting this for 108 times. We have people chanting for 7 days, 7 times in a day, 21 times in a day. So any number of times this can be chanted. Jo satbar paat kar kohi, chutahi bandi mahasukha hoyi. One who chants Hanuman Chalisa will be liberated from the bondages and enjoys the highest bliss. We think whatever we enjoy from this 5 sense organs is the enjoyment. No. There is something other than that which cannot be enjoyed by the 5 sense organs. And that bliss can be enjoyed by singing the name of Hanuman. He who chants this prayer 100 times is liberated from earthly bondage and enjoys the highest bliss. जो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा. He who reads these 40 verses, as Lord Shankara testifies, overcomes all troubles. Sakhi Gaurisa. He is also called as, Hanuman is called as the son of Shankara. He is also, see, Shiva doesn't have avatars, but Hanuman is the avatara, that is the 11th avatar of Rudra. Some say it is 12th or 11th. Rudra Gana, Shiva Ganas, in the Shiva Ganas, Rudra is also a Gana, and Hanuman is the 11th avatar of the Rudra. He who reads all these 40 verses, he will overcome all the troubles in the life. That is why even today, if there are any problems, if they does not have any health, they chant this Hanuman Chalisa. Just like they chant Sundarkand whenever something good is going to happen, like there is a wedding or after the wedding, or a wedding has to happen, for anything and everything, Hanuman Chalisa is chanted along with Sundarkand also. And sometimes when, for the students it is more recommended for children because they have lots of fear in them, tension in them, of attention of exams and all. That time students are asked to chant this Hanuman Chalisa, so they become brave. And Hanuman was so intelligent, and who chants this Hanuman Chalisa becomes intelligent. So what else do you need? You need your children to be brave, you need your children to be intelligent, and you need your children to be more devoted like he was to Sri Rama, and more helpful to people. All these things happen by chanting Hanuman Chalisa. तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महडेरा. Tulsidas is an eternal devotee of Lord Hari. Hari means Hanuman also, monkey also, and Vishnu also. O Hanuman, kindly reside in my heart forever. See, Tulsidas ji, though he wrote this Hanuman Chalisa, Sundarkand and all that, Ramayana, he had not seen Sri Rama. So, he will be wanting to see Sri Rama. Then, in Kashi, he will be watering a plant and there will be a demon in that plant. And it comes out and says, you have actually watered the tree where I am staying, and what you want, you can ask me. Then says, you show me Rama. Tulsidas asks, show me Rama. So, no, I can't show you. You just ask Hanuman, he will be able to show you. See, Hanuman is there disguised in the form of a crocodile. Go to him and ask. Then Tulsidas goes to that crocodile and he knows that it is Hanuman has disguised himself in that form and he is in that Ganga river. Then you just show me Rama. Tulsidas says, no, I can't just introduce Rama like that. But I will see when he comes, I will actually show you. But I can't come and introduce you personally, but you should be able to identify him. Tulsidas says, okay. Then one day passes. Next day, Tulsidas asks Hanuman, where you said you will show me, but you didn't show me Sri Rama at all. Hare, you didn't see those two people? They went on the horse. That was Rama. Oh, I missed. Then he says, okay, next time you show me. Then he says, next day also Tulsidas is not able to see and he asks Hanuman, you said you will show Rama, you didn't show Rama. Did you not see that person who was taking water from the river? That was Rama. Hare, I missed again. So next time what happens, this Tulsidas will be making chandan and putting to everybody on the banks of the river Ganga. So there all of them will be coming, all the devotees, and he will be putting chandan. At that time Rama and Lakshmana also come there and he will be putting chandan to them also. But he has not recognized them. At that time, Hanuman comes as a parrot and he starts singing. It is a beautiful day, it is early in the morning, the river is flowing so beautifully and Tulsidas is sitting on the banks of the river and he has made chandan and he is putting this chandan to everyone, Ram, Lakshman also. At that time, Tulsidas understands that he is putting the chandan to Ram and Lakshman, and then he prays his obeisance to both of them and very happily thanks Hanumanji. Tulsidas sada hari chera ki jainath hridaya maha dera. So Tulsidas ji is the eternal devotee of Lord Hari. O Hanuman, kindly reside in my heart also forever. Because if you ask Hanuman to stay in your heart, Hanuman in his heart has Ram, Lakshman, Sita. When somebody says, where is Ram? Show Ram, he will just open his chest and say, look, there you can see that Ayodhya palace and Ram, Lakshman, Sita sitting there. and Hanuman has Rama, Lakshmana, Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Sura Prabhupada, they say. Well, Pavana Tanaya Sankat Harana Mangala Murati Rupa Rama, Lakshmana, Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Sura Prabhupada. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय. Pavana Tanaya Sankatarana. So you are the son of Pavana and you are the destroyer of sufferings. Mangalamurati Rupa. You are the auspicious Rupa, and in your heart Rama, Lakshmana, Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu, they are in your heart. In one more Adhyatmic way of approach, it is said that Rama is Ananda Swarupa, he represents Ananda, bliss, and Sita is Shanti. So Ananda cannot exist without Shanti and Shanti cannot exist without Ananda. They are like two faces of a coin. And Lakshmana represents Vairagya. So when all these three things are there in heart, that is Ananda, Shanti and Vairagya, Rama, Lakshmana and Sita. Rama is for Ananda, Sita is for Shanti and Lakshman is for Vairagya. Ananda, Shanti, both together exist, and if we have Vairagya and Hanuman sitting near the feet, that is Bhakti, life will be enjoyable. And that type of life takes us or allows us to experience the higher bliss. So let us all keep praying the names of Sri Rama and Hanuman. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram. बोलो सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सब संतन की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, अपने अपने गुरुदेव की जय.